Hi guys, Donna here with your weekly mini reading for October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. I hope you all are doing well and that you've had a relatively good week. It definitely has been interesting with the energies. Last week we had forgiveness, music, and divine timing from the Healing with the Angel cards from Doreen Virtue. We had regain your focus from the Sword of Light deck by Radley Valentine. And we had positivity, faith, and optimism from our abundance angels. Our affirmation was, I am and have always been more than enough. So I hope you were able to work with some of those energies, especially the music, the forgiveness. It was kind of a very intense week energetically, I think. I know it seems like it happens every week, is getting more and more dense. Pardon me. More and more dense, more and more frustrating to us, because anybody who's sensitive can feel the energy being closing in right on us. But what I would say to you is to just remember to go to your heart. Remember to go to your center. Remember to center yourself and just kind of come back to yourself. Don't get scattered or let your energy away. Call it back to you and say, I want all of the scattered energies that may have inadvertently went out into the universe to come back to me now, so that I feel whole, healed, and healthy, right? So this week we have a couple of things. We have Halloween on Thursday, which is huge. And because of the thinning of the veil, there's probably a lot of activity that might go on around us from loved ones who have passed, from other spirits that are kind of circling the planet. So if you're going out, just be very discerning and just kind of put your bubble of protection around you, so that you're not impacted by that kind of behavior, right? We have the new moon on November 1st, which is Friday. So Halloween is Thursday. New moon is Friday, but so is All Saints Day, right? So Friday is All Saints Day, where in the Catholic tradition, they celebrate the saints that have impacted the religion, have followed their path to sainthood. And then on Saturday, we have All Souls Day, which is November the 2nd. And that is all of our departed loved ones who have passed. It's the day that we remember those that we love dearly who have passed on and who we miss. That's why I said the veil is very thin. You might get some kind of activity from the loved one who has passed, some kind of sign. The lights might blink. You might see a feather around, because that's also your angels telling you they're nearby. But you might see your loved one's favorite color everywhere, or hear a song that reminds you of them. So watch for those kind of activities to kind of start to stir up this week, and try not to be from a place of fear, but from a place of love. Because when we are in fear, then we bring fearful things to us. There's nothing scary really about our loved one's presence, and sometimes it takes us a minute because we're caught off guard. But if you can remember to just kind of stay centered and just be open to the possibilities of what kind of sign they're going to bring you this week, it can be like a little game, right? If you're going out for Halloween, please be careful. It's going next Sunday, we do fall back, so that's kind of good. We finally made it from, we sprang forward, now we're going to fall back a little bit. I must admit, I always enjoy the falling back. It gives me an extra hour of sleep. It makes me feel more rested. I know it's kind of probably only in my mind, but that's exactly how it feels. Although I think they have determined that the body does really react to our change of time changes. Okay, so I'm calling in St. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. We're going to see what they have for us this week again. Okay. All right, so we actually got 4 cards this week. We again got support, which we had a couple weeks ago, I believe. We had music, which I think we had last week. So it continues. We have dreams. And then finally we have spiritual growth. So we're going to start with the support card. Again, because we have this thinning of the veil, we have a lot of support around us that maybe we are going to start to feel even more. I remember a time when I was resting on the sofa. I was about 26 years old, and my daughter was playing with her little friend next door, and I was resting, and I felt my grandmother hug me, and she had a very distinct hug. She would cross my body and hug me, and I jumped off the sofa because it's frightened me so, and I ran to the phone and I called my priest because I was becoming Catholic at the time. And I said, Father, you're never going to believe what happened. Oh my gosh, I felt like my grandmother hug me and I'm so freaked out. And he was so calm. And he simply said, I'll never forget because it was so calming. He said, Donna, isn't that a wonderful gift your grandmother just gave you? Wow, I never thought of it that way. I was all freaked out by what happened to me. And his response was so kind and so loving and so in tune with what it should be. Yes, it was a wonderful gift that my grandmother gave me because she had passed when I was 22 and I was very close to her. So for her to hug me like that made me feel her support. But because I was half asleep and it scared me, I jumped up and ran to the phone to call, my spiritual advisor to say, is this real? Is this something I should be afraid of? Right? Because we get afraid of any of the supernatural things that might happen to us in life. And, you have to have somebody that you can call and ask. And in my case, my priest was very calm about it and seemed like it was very normal. And that made me feel much better. And it also gave me another perspective on when we have those kind of things happen, that it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Our loved ones are just in that next dimension, and they too miss us and want to let us know that they're around. So watch for that this week. Watch for those kind of signs. You might have a pet that passed, because I always feel like my cat that I used to have would walk on top of me at night. I had that experience too. Some of you may with a dog. You might hear them bark. You might hear them walk in the house. It's still very, very real, right? It shouldn't be something you're afraid of. It should give you kind of great comfort. Next, it's the music card again. So watch for signs coming through the music this week from your loved ones, because this has to do with our loved ones who have passed on, those that want to give us a message. It will come through the music. Some sort of signs will come through the music, and also through your dreams, right? The dream card comes when it's dreams coming true, but in this case, because it's next to the music and it's next to the support card, I feel that it has to do with us getting a message from our loved ones in our dream. Our dream world will again too be very thin, so that we can we're open to receiving these messages from those that have passed on. We might be worried, are they okay? Or we may just be sad and missing somebody desperately, just thinking about them. And maybe you had a holiday like Halloween that you would go out with them, and you're missing that, and you're missing that person in your life. right, who may have passed on. Also, we have All Souls Day, All Saints Day. And so maybe you went to church with your grandmother on that day, and that was something that you shared. And so sometimes it can make us a little sad. But this week, it's all about our spiritual growth. How can we take these experiences that would at one point in our lives scare us, and yet this time allow us to embrace it and see it as a positive rather than a negative? Next, I'm going to ask St. Michael to come in and see what else he has to say on this subject. I didn't think I was going to go that direction, but here you go. Follow the cards. Next, we have you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So, St. Michael is saying, do not worry. I have you surrounded by divine light. If you have any kind of experience that happens this week that might be a little frightening, know that it can't penetrate you. Only focus on the light. Always focus on the love, and you will be protected, right? It's that kind of week. You are protected no matter what you're doing or where you're going. You and your loved ones are protected. If you need to, you just kind of sit and you visualize a beautiful bubble that comes around you. Now for me, I feel St. Michael behind me, and I feel his wings actually come in front and give me some protection, like that, with his big wings. You can use that. You can use a bubble of protection. You can use a bubble of pink, of blue, whatever your favorite color is. Just envision yourself surrounded by love and that you are safe. Okay, next, because right now the world seems a little bit wonky and crazy. And we can all feel the chatter. We can feel the energy of the discontent that's coming for our elections. So it's trying to stay calm in the frenzy that's going on around us. And it's also about being able to know that no matter what happens, we're all completely safe. We're protected, and we will get through this, whatever happens. But right now, everybody's getting very volatile, because if you listen to the news, it's talking about how people are being harassed or to go vote. And, when they go to vote, they might be afraid to, because they're afraid they're going to be, hurt or harmed in some way. But just know, wherever you go, take that bubble of light. Visualize yourself in that bubble of light, and you'll be just fine, because the light repels the darkness. It does. You really can walk through life and know that things can go on around you, but you can stay calm. That doesn't mean we don't have to be aware. That doesn't mean that we're up in the clouds all the time. We still have to have a discernment, but we can utilize all these tools to get through and navigate this kind of interesting time we're in. Okay, so now we have raise and promotion from the abundance deck. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So this can mean that somebody this week that's watching might be getting a raise or promotion, or you might know someone that's up for a raise or a promotion. But also, this just has to do with knowing that abundance surrounds you. Right? You have abundance all around you. And the more you can focus on that abundance, the more abundance comes, right? And also opening your heart and your arms to receive new opportunities. Be open and receptive to any and all the good that comes your way this week, right? Watch for that raise or promotion. Watch for someone giving you a kudo for your job somehow, and that leads to something more. Try to stay in the affluent mindset, right? Know that you have a great abundance that's around you all the time. like we talk about in nature, there's an abundance of grass, there's an abundance of this. Now it's going to be an abundance of leaves because we have fall coming. But, you know, we have an abundance. We have an abundance of friends, maybe, or we have an abundance of work, sometimes too much work, right? But it's an abundance. I was giving somebody something the other day, and I realized I had an abundance of clothing, certain clothing that I've had for a long time, and I had an abundance of it. Right? Someone gives you something. It may not be monetary, but it can be in some form or fashion an abundance. So watch for the abundance and watch for that raise and promotion this week. Also, I would say watch for the purple, because this is a beautiful card, but the purple is really popping. So watch for the color purple to show up somewhere in your week. Then know that you are protected, right? So no matter what, you're protected. You're going through a rapid time of spiritual growth, but that your dreams will come true, and that you are feeling the support through the music and through the angelic realm. So let's see what our affirmation is for this week. All right, here we go. All right. My life is just beginning, and I am ready to receive all the great things that are coming. Ooh, I don't think we've had that one before. I love that. My life is just beginning, and I'm ready to receive all of the great things that are coming. That's that promotion card, right? Opening your arms to receive all the good. The raise or promotion card. Look for an opportunity to come that's going to put you in a different, not only in a different mindset, but also bring more cash flow to you. Again, one more time, my life is just beginning, and I'm ready to receive all the great things that are coming. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to have all the good things come to me. Right? We're in this last quarter. We're going into the election. We're going into the Thanksgiving season, and then Christmas and New Year's. So we've got a lot going on, and we're going to get into this frenzy. So remember to maybe take a moment each day to slow down, to allow yourself to feel the love that you have in your heart that you can give out to others. And also just feel how loved and protected you are. Right? Just loved and protected. And if you need words of encouragement, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, as I always say. You know, we're all in this together, and it's getting a little more treacherous and a little more intense as we go towards 2025. But I don't know about you, but I am enjoying my 24 karat gold year, and I hope you are too. Have a great week. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscription and the notification bell. Thank you for being here with me each week. It really does help me know that I can put something positive out there, and there are people who are receptive to receiving it. Because sometimes, you know, we meet people and they're not as receptive as we'd like them to be. But in this venue, all of you have embraced me and given me the support in so many ways. That means the world to me. I have an abundance of people in my community here and otherwise that love me very much. And it's taken me a long time to learn to embrace that and really say thank you so much. It really deeply touches my heart. Have a great week. Know you're always on my Reiki radar. Again, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to reach out. Have a good one, and I will see you in November. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, Sunday we do fall back, so just make sure you're giving yourself a lot of self-care. All right, see you. I'll see you next Monday. This is Donna.